Women don't owe you shit. What's poppin'?
It's Bacall,
And Diamond.
and we're back with another video.
Hey, pew, 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 pew.
Since we haven't officially done that on here, now we're just gonna tell our coming out story. If you guys are on TikTok, you probably know a little bit more, but if you're new here, welcome and enjoy.
So, how I came out to my family and everything, since I was like in high school, most of my friends, people that were close to me, kind of known that I've always talked to girls, guys and girls. And it was just more so like family members who maybe have heard things, but they never were sure or, were able to confirm anything. But the coming out story, it was pretty much, it's like we fell in love. I fell in love with Bacall, and I knew that I wanted to share with the world how happy I was. And I made a post on Facebook when we finally decided to, live for us, live our happiness, everyone else in heterosexual relationships, just everyone is showing how happy they are being in love and enjoying themselves. So why should I have to hide how happy I am and the love of my life and showing how great she is to me? And so just made a post. It was during Pride Month when we did it. And before I made the post, though, it was just a picture of us two. I texted my mom. It was at like 3 a.m. maybe. I texted her and was like, hey, so before, people are coming to you being like, oh, did you know your daughter was gay? Did you see Diamond as a girlfriend? I was like, I just wanted to let you know that, yes, Bacall is more than, she's more than a friend. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, she's more than a friend. Like, I love her. I like her a lot, and we're together. And then after I got off the call with her, like super early in the morning, I posted on Facebook, and then from there it was just, yeah, we've been out.
Did you know you always liked girls?
I've known I liked girls since like my freshman year, high school. That's kind of when I came to the realization, all right, like, yeah, I think I like girls. And it was someone at my high school. She was in a relationship. She was in a lesbian relationship, and being in high school, I graduated in 2011. At that time, it was always, like one couple that was out or that one girl in high school who was gay, and everybody knew, and it was such a big deal. And I remember it was at lunchtime, and it was a bunch of us, our friends, hanging around, basketball teammates and stuff. And she came up to me, and she was like, you like girls? And I was like, what?
She knew.
I was like, nah. And she was like, you're a flirt. She's like, you like girls. And I was like, what? And I wasn't like offended by her or anything. I was just, being myself, like, what? No. And then going into my sophomore year is kind of when I was like, yeah, I like girls and guys.
Were you raised in a religious household at all? Was your family against LGBTQ plus or anything of that sort?
I wasn't raised in a religious home, like a, crazy religious home. Like, oh, you have to be a Christian, you have to be this, you have to be Catholic. We were raised Christian, but, and my family talked about God, the Bible, and things like that, but it wasn't necessarily like forced on you to, you have to read the Bible, go to church all the time, things like that. But then when it came to the LGBT and like gay people, it wasn't frowned upon, but it wasn't encouraged. I would say that. It wasn't like very like positive comments when my family members or people saw, gay people, especially guys. The biggest thing, if you are black, the black culture is when they see somebody that's a guy that's gay, they be like, oh, he got a little sugar in his tank, a little sweet. And so like I grew up hearing comments like that all the time, how they would talk about people kind of like in that way. So it wasn't necessarily like frowned upon, but it wasn't like encouraged as like a thing you can be okay with being.
Did it make it harder for you to accept the fact that you like females?
No, absolutely not. That's why I just continued to do my own thing and just didn't tell anybody. It never made me like stop liking girls or see girls in a negative way or like, oh, you shouldn't like the same sex. I still just did me. I was just like, okay, well, I'm just not gonna tell you guys. I didn't necessarily know how my family would take it, but I was just like, in case they take it in a bad way, I'm gonna wait until I'm out of the house, nobody supported me, I don't need anybody for anything, then it's like, well, you can't really tell me what to do. You can't control my life anymore. So this is the life that I live. It's either you be with it or be out.
Do you regret coming out when you did, or you think it was the perfect time?
I think it was a perfect time. The times in the past when I did want to come out, I'm so glad that I didn't.
Why?
Because those people just like weren't worth it. Going back to like not knowing how my family would take it, and how they would be able to control my life being in high school and stuff like that.
How do you feel now being out?
I'm happy. Like I literally feel like I'm my most like comfortable self. Like I feel like I'm in my skin and my body. Even just like one of the biggest things that I was just so concerned about when I wasn't out, and when we were together and I do certain things or gestures or try to touch your butt or kiss you, just goofing around, I would kind of like look at it, oh, people are judging me, what are you looking at? Whereas now I find myself being like, I don't care who's looking, I don't care who's looking at us. Like if you want to look. If you don't like seeing us, don't look or don't be around us. It's literally that simple.
How would you describe it going out, like in public? Do you think about it at all?
I don't think about it at all, because like just from us getting to the point of not caring what other people think, us just kind of repeating to ourselves that how people treat you is a reflection of themselves. I don't even It could be people who give us dirty looks. It could be people who make comments. I don't recognize those things. I just focus on the good people. So like when people come up to us, compliment us, like I feel like we get more compliments and everything now of, oh, you guys look so cute together, or I love you guys' energy.
Yeah, that's huge.
I don't even recognize if we do get like negativity. And if I do, it's like, okay, recognize it, but it has no effect on me. I'm happy with like who I am as a person and the person that I am with in a relationship.
Like when we're out, I don't think I've ever heard a negative comment or like a slander or like hate, which like we're very fortunate for, I would say. Yeah, everybody who comes up to us and stuff, I freaking love you guys. Like
yeah, seriously. What about for you? What kind of household did you grow up in, and was your family against LGBTQ? How were you raised?
Let's talk about it. I was born and raised in a Baptist church. For those of you who don't know, it's very strict. We went to church like 4 out of the 7 days. If it was Sunday school, Wednesday night church, Awana, music practice, cleaning the church, like we were there a lot of the time. So that's all I really knew. From a young age, I was taught gay people are bad, pretty much. Gay marriage is a sin. You're going to go to hell. Just very negative stuff around that. So growing up, I never really thought twice. I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that because it's bad and God won't like me. So like I'll go the normal way of how I was raised and stick with guys. I'm gonna go to Disneyland or Disney World because they supported gay marriage. I'm like, what?
That's wild.
Wild.
That's wild.
I still haven't been.
We'll go.
We gotta go for sure. Oh, growing up too, I never had a boyfriend because my parents wouldn't let me date. So I had to focus on school and track. So yeah, I just had that whole thing around gay. I never really went for girls. I never knew that I liked girls, I would say.
Did you find girls attractive?
I thought girls were like very pretty. I didn't know if it was like in a I like you, or it's like I want to be you type deal, or just like be your friend. In college, my freshman year is when I think I like started to realize, maybe, with one of the RAs. And if she watches this, what's up? You have a beautiful family, by the way. Congratulations on the adorable kid. But yeah, I saw her like the first day, and I just like saw her energy and like her interacting with all the other people, and I was like, I want to be friends with her. So like I made it a point, like we became friends. We hung out all the time. She was super dope. And we got super close. I didn't think it was anything really, just like really good friends. An instance happened, and I was like, oh, yeah, maybe not. So I just like put that to the side, Then I transferred schools and just like talked to guys, which was never really a good experience for me. I had like one relationship, but super sweet guy, but the connection just wasn't there for me. And then graduated college, moved back here, and yeah, I got on the dating apps and I was like, you know what? Let's see what's popping off. So yeah, we matched on 2 dating apps and I was like, wow, all right. Yeah, Diamond is the first girl in my life.
Hey.
And the best, of course. But how I came out, all right, all of
Yes.
that.
How did you come out to your family?
All of that to say this. At that point in my life, I was getting to the point where I didn't really care what anybody thought. And you could accept me for who I am or just not be in my life. I really didn't care. I told my brothers and like 2 or 3 of my closest friends, and everybody else got to find out from a post on Instagram. I posted a picture of Diamond and I on Instagram with like a cute caption. And
shout out to Zeta for also taking that picture.
Everybody else found out that way. My parents found out that way. Got a call from my dad immediately after. That was a thing. He was cool about it and stuff. He was just like, "Why didn't you tell me first? Like I'm the dad." And I told him, I was like, "This is my life. Like it was my decision. I did it how I wanted to do it." And he understood that. That was how I came out.
That's what's up. Easy peasy.
It wasn't that easy.
Now that you are out with your family and obviously they know that you and I are together, how do you feel when we are around your family? Do you feel timid at all? Do you feel more so like yourself? Maybe at first, did you still feel a little shy?
I've never really been like a huge PDA person, and you know this. Like to this day, I don't know. But I mean, being around my family now, I'm cool with it and stuff. Like again, if they don't like it, turn away. I don't like. It's not like we're all over each other. We're like hug or
Yeah,
go kiss me on my cheek.
like being around my family now, everybody like loves you. Everybody loves Bacall. Every time, like if I go home, if I go back home or go somewhere around my family and Bacall's not with me, they're like, "You need to stop coming out of town and don't bring my girl."
I mean, would you say it was easy for you to come out?
It wasn't, I won't say it was hard, but it wasn't, it was easy. I just didn't know how like people would take it. Like it really wasn't hard because I don't care. Like I don't care how you feel about my relationship. I don't care what you think of me. I don't care what you think of my significant other. Like I literally don't care. So once I got to that point to come out and to let people know and like us sharing like, hey, we're out, we're together, I did not care anymore.
I think my situation is definitely different though. It's with like the friend groups I had, and obviously how I was raised. So I feel like there was still that like internal homophobia, just being like, oh, is this what I want? You know what I'm saying? Just like, because my whole life I was raised like it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. Yeah. And then I find somebody who I love. I'm like, wait, what I thought was bad. Of course, with like friend groups and stuff, and like people pushing us when we weren't even together and would just keep coming up to us asking us, like, we know you guys are together, we know you guys are dating.
Why is it such a big thing? Like, are you guys dating? Are you guys together? Such and such said that you guys were together. That you like just every time.
I feel like it's only made our relationship stronger, and it's made us be able to communicate at like a deeper level for sure, and not be afraid to express like how we're feeling and stuff.
That stuff does like make it hard and does make you like think a lot about like, okay, like, yeah, is this what I really want? You know, to deal with what comes after.
I was also going to say that after I made the post of like coming out, I had so many people like screenshot it and send it to me. It's like, OMG, I knew. Oh my goodness. Blah, blah, blah. I knew the whole time. And I don't know if people like feel validated maybe that they knew.
Like, okay, good for you for focusing on my life that much, trying to figure out like what's going on with it. Like,
yeah. And then of course there were the majority of people who were accepting and loving and sending, you know, all of their love and stuff. So appreciate all of you.
There was a lot of people who was very supportive, friends and family. Say there was more so people who made it very easy than hard. And so I myself am very grateful for the supporters, the people that we do know, the people that we don't know. You can live your life. You can be happy with who you want to be happy with. When you let people's negative comments and things like define like who you are, it just becomes a ripple effect.
And for those of you who might not be out yet, fully out yet, feel comfortable coming out, like, take your time. It's your life. You'll know when it's the right time. And just know that no matter what, you are loved, you are appreciated, and we are here. Going off of that, the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade to end the constitutional rights to abortion, taking away our rights. I know some people might be like, oh, well, you guys are gay, so you don't have to worry about it.
We very much so have to worry about it because we are still women. We are still women who can conceive if we want to. You should 100% have the choice to do whatever you want that you think is going to be beneficial for yourself. And also, if you feel like you're not in a position to support and raise another life, you shouldn't be forced to do that and put that life, you know, in those circumstances.
The people who are against, you know, pro-choice and gay marriage, okay, then don't get an abortion and don't marry someone of the same sex. Like, it's not that hard, but like, leave us alone. Please. Honestly, women's bodies are beautiful. They are a gift from God, and we should have our rights to do what we want with those.
We just want to be equal. We don't want more, but we don't want less. We just literally want to be equal. We got to change. We got to move forward. People need to be treated equally. Like, we're not less than a man. We just want to be equal. Equal.
I can't believe we're 28 and our rights have already been taken away.
Yeah. We wanted to come on and, you know, give you guys
our coming out story. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate the love and support.
We appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Hit that like and subscribe button. Leave us a few comments if you like. You don't have to. Word. All right. Thank you guys. Have a good night. And we'll see y'all next time. Action. Welcome back to Channel 6 News. If I had one wish, you would be my boo. Promise to love you. Trust me, I'll trust you. Wish to be a superstar. Wish to have a fancy car. Wish to have $1 million. Girl, you perfect how you are. You're a star. You're one in a million.
X's and O's.
I turn you so